Hi, you guys. I hope all is well. Um, this is just gonna be like a vent section, a venting video. I don't know if any of you can relate, but I've said before that my mother is basically, I minimize it. I still minimize it. It's like what they do to you with that narcissistic abuse. You're so ingrained to think like, no, don't let the cat out of the bag. Don't say anything, because it's just, that's how we do things in this family. Like, we just don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. And I'm just really frustrated. Like, I'm dealing with a situation in which she basically stole thousands of dollars from me and won't get it back, won't give it back. I just don't understand, you guys, how a parent can let their child live in a house that has no heat, earthquake damage, plumbing damage. I'm not even going to go on with the whole list because it's long, of everything that needs to be fixed, repaired, replaced. And I don't understand how a parent could steal from their child, literally steal from their child. I don't understand it. And I know I've read the DSM, basically the catalog for mental disorders. And I've seen the section of antisocial personality disorder, which is basically a psychological term for psychopath. And I've seen that she meets all of the criteria, but two. And I'm still confused. I'm still wondering why she does the things that she does. Well, duh. She has a personality disorder, and I'm not kidding. This woman, this person gets off on my pain. The more pain I'm in, the more pleasure she gets. She smiles. She literally smiles. She's happy if she sees me in pain. And that's why this is another reason why this channel is so important for me, because I can have an outlet, because I'm not allowed in the family. I'm not allowed to talk about things that my mother's done to me, because in her eyes, she hasn't done anything. And I mean, we're talking, this has been going on for most of my life already, And I don't know how I deal with it. I try just to let it slide, but and I know I need to let it go, because the more that I get angry, the more that I let this get me down. It's not good for my health. I know it's not. But it's really difficult. Like, I'll just come straight out. I'm a Christian. No, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Being Christian doesn't mean that you're perfect. It means that you rely on Jesus Christ for your ailments, for anything that you need. And so, yeah, I'm just walking my path the best that I can. And I've actually gotten pastoral advice on how to deal with my mother. And I've even had pastors tell me it's not safe for you to be around her. You can't be around her. And God doesn't want you to subject yourself to a life of constant abuse. It's just, and of course, all parents that say they're Christians but abuse their children, they say, well, it says in the Bible that, you have to obey your parents. Well, it says children obey your parents. Children. I've got gray hairs that you can't see because I bleach it. But yeah, there's a lot of gray hairs underneath there. So it's clear that I'm not a child. And no, not a lot of people know the rest of that scripture. It says, fathers, don't provoke your children to wrath. Fathers can be also mothers. Don't provoke your children to wrath. Don't make them angry. Don't torment them. That's what it says after obey your parents. It tells the parents, hey, you can't do whatever you want to your children. No. And anyway, you're really only supposed to obey your parents if they're walking along the Christian path too. If, like, for example, I'll tell you a true story of what my mother told me. I was unemployed, and I was also getting chiropractic treatments. And my mother said, why don't you seduce your chiropractor and try to get pregnant so you can get child support from him and you can get money? I'm not joking. The things that I remember, and I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that I have a really good memory for my age. I don't know. Sometimes I wish that I didn't remember these things, but I do. I remember so much of them. I remember after my paternal grandfather died, and I was crying, and my mother said, don't cry for him. He lived a long life. Oh, well, so if he lived a short life, could I cry for him? Could I mourn for him? I mean, just because he lived to be past 80 years old doesn't mean that I don't feel a loss. And that's what she does. That's what I have to deal with. And these people, you can't reason with them. They don't operate on a form of logic like most people do. They think that they don't have to abide by anybody's rules. You can, giving the example of thousands of dollars that my mother owes me. She doesn't think that she did anything wrong. Or by spending time behind my back with my ex-husband, she doesn't think that there's anything wrong with that. Nothing's wrong. That's perfectly fine. So I just... While I'm working my butt off, to the point of pain. I feel like I've been hit with a 2x4, like from my knees down and from my lower back and my lower arms. It just feels like I've been beaten up with a 2x4. That's the kind of pain that I have every single day. And I know my mother's not going to see this because she doesn't go on YouTube. She probably doesn't even know I have a channel. But yeah, if she were to see this video, she'd be getting her popcorn, going, oh, she's suffering. I hurt her. So funny. So funny. Oh, let's put a little more salt on my popcorn. That's her. That's her. I hate to say that. But you know what? Like I said, not all Christians are perfect. Where I really need a lot of work on is praying for my enemies. So if you happen to be a Christian, please pray for my mother, because she's not getting any younger. She's almost as old as my grandfather was when he passed away. So if you're going to comment, I don't care if you give me a reminder. Hey, remember to pray for your mother. And any of you out there who's been hurt by people, when you have this chronic illness that just affects every aspect of your life, if people wrong you, if people don't understand you, if people refuse to listen to you, you know what? Pray for them. And I'm going to pray for my mother too, that she stop what she's doing, because it's sin. It's sin. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a better day than I do. And just remember, even if you're an adult who has myalgic encephalomyelitis or chronic fatigue syndrome, even if you're living in the same house as your parents and they treat you badly and their excuse is, hey, I'm paying for you. I'm paying for you to have a roof over your head. I'm paying for you to have food and clothing. No. You say no. that's not a reason for me to take the abuse, and I shouldn't take the abuse. You took it upon yourself to take me in, to buy me food, to buy me clothing, to buy me other needs. So don't let them tell you that. No. The thing about charity is you're not supposed to expect it back. If I give somebody a gift, I don't expect anything in return because it's a gift. It's a gift. You don't expect anything in return. So don't let your family think that you have to endure their garbage, their abuse, just because they're providing for you. Take care of yourself. Hopefully I'll be in a more calm mood next time I'm on. But have a great morning, afternoon, night, anywhere you are in the world. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care.